What's up, guys? Magic Knives here, and today we're watching some AO Tennis 2 gameplay. This is a new gameplay. This is part 1 of me as Nick Kyrgios playing against Daniil Medvedev, and it's a pretty epic match. This is probably one of the most exciting matches I've ever played in this game. And also very close. It was very neck and neck. Obviously won't spoil it here, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But enjoy that in the background. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We're kind of finishing. This is the hopefully probably the final part of me talking about Novak Djokovic. As you probably know, as you're watching this, and based on the title itself. He has officially, Novak Djokovic has officially and finally been deported from Australia. Henceforth, he has been withdrawn from the Australian Open. So he, unfortunately, will not be able to defend his Australian Open title simply due to the fact that he was not vaccinated. And more on that was that, and even worse so actually, was the fact that since he went through all this trouble and with not being vaccinated and going through the courts and everything like that, and his visa being canceled twice, now he could possibly be banned from the country for 3 years. 3 years, okay? And this is the all-time Australian Open record holder, with 9 times of him winning the Australian Open. So what will this mean for the next few years? Well, there are possibilities that he hopefully he can get an exemption if he applies for it for when the next year rolls around for the next Australian Open. If hopefully, let's just hope that that COVID just dies down, so we can just forget about all this COVID stuff finally. Because I don't even know if this year will be the last year we can just say goodbye to COVID once and for all. You know, this just feels like this will be a forever thing. But the point is, like, with his deportation, yeah, he could be banned for 3 years, and he just wouldn't be able to play Australia in Australia and all. So I mean, here's the thing. I respect I want to have respect for Djokovic. I don't respect his attitude, the way his personality he goes about on the court, and just, you know, in general, especially with how he's been setting a really bad example with COVID and stuff like that. You know, not being anti-vaccine, and with you know, breaking all the social distance rules with him and his family. Well, not his family, his wife. And when he threw a event and, you know, got COVID, and then he got COVID again in the month before. So clearly he just did not have anything in place to be legally allowed into the country of Australia. He made a false documentation about his travels, and, you know, lying about you know, actually social distancing and stuff like that when he did get COVID. So I mean, and just not being unvaccinated in the first place, so he therefore did not qualify for a vaccine exemption, you know, and that's just the long and the short of it, really. I don't want to, you know, bash on him like too much in this case, because he is one of the greatest of all time, and even Nick Kyrgios has a huge amount of respect for him, and he sympathizes with him. And, you know, Nick Kyrgios is my favorite player, so I do see his side of things too. But on the other hand, it's just like, you know what, if you're gonna enter into somebody else's country, you gotta respect the rules that they have in place, especially with how bad Australia's situation is with COVID. So, you know, it just you know what, if you want to be, you know, if you're going to be considered one of the greatest of all time, you are automatically set to a higher standard of like, you are setting an example for like millions of people or billions of people around the world for that matter. And like, you know, putting yourself in the spotlight is putting yourself at a high risk for just very negative publicity, and just painting a very bad image of yourself, you know, that you're putting yourself above another country's set of rules when there is a health crisis in this case, you know. And I mean, all the Djokovic sympathizers and super fans, you know, like, obviously, you know, I get it, you want to see your favorite player play, but when there's a health crisis, and, you know, look at that crazy freaking behind the back shot. Sorry, I had to stop there. That was just insane. That was like one of the coolest shots of that match. So him putting himself above you know, the laws and rules set in place in another country when there is a freaking worldly pandemic, that's just not right, you know. That's just, you know, telling everybody that you are above the rules and circumstances, and that's just not setting a good example for anybody right now, especially when there are so many people who refuse to get vaccinated and don't care about getting themselves sick or getting the other people around them sick, you know. And I'm not saying like just because you're getting vaccinated you're automatically not gonna get COVID. I mean, it's not true, because I mean, unfortunately, even Kyrgios got COVID recently, just the week before the Australian Open. So I mean, hopefully he's well. He's hopefully gonna be able to play this Wednesday while we're all sleeping. I'm really excited to watch him, praying that he'll do well and he's good to go. But you know, this is hopefully the end of this whole dilemma with the whole Djokovic thing, and you know, I hope he gets something out of this. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, will he get vaccinated? Will he not? Will he just, you know, could he possibly get, you know, banned from other tournaments down the road? Since the U.S. Open, any tournaments in America, I believe, you have to be vaccinated if you're outside of the U.S. So tell me your thoughts. Like, what do you think is going to happen going forward? So thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys in my future videos, and until next time, peace out, guys.